Hello everybody and welcome back to another CRJ aviation video today here at Ronald Reagan National Airport in beautiful Washington, D.C. Let's get today started at the United check-in and security on our way on United's newest regional plane, newest plane in general, the CRJ 550, quote from United, redefining regional first class. They showcase the American flag and all the signs that represent that this is the capital of the amazing United States of America. The regional gates here at Ronald Reagan National are at the very end of the United Terminal. It's a pretty long walk, about 10 minutes. Here you can see the Washington Monument, and this is a pretty old airport, probably in need of a remodel in the next 5 years or so. LAX is already way ahead. Our new plane, the CRJ 550 for United Express, operated by GoJet Airlines, pulled into our gate. And believe me, as this flight only is operated on the East Coast, and I live all the way on the West Coast, this was such a rarity to be able to fly this plane. Before we board today's flight, please give this video a like and a subscribe so I can continue to make first-class reviews and airline videos like this. Unfortunately, as my flight was just right here and there was no point in paying $60 to enter the United Lounge on a 40-minute flight, so I just opted for an amazing Starbucks venti chai tea latte. Now let's see how United Express showcases their new CRJ 550.
Welcome to the newest member of our fleet, the Bombardier CRJ 550. We're the first and only airline in the world to have this aircraft.
It's a game changer.
Goodbye gate check bags, hello storage space. So instead of leaving your bag here, you can store it here, or here, or here, or here, or here.
No, not here.
Or, you get the point. First class on a regional jet?
Yeah, check that box too.
Need a boost to get through that super fun spreadsheet? Help yourself to our premium cabin self-serve beverage and snack station. And with this aircraft being 20% longer than our current 50-seat aircraft,
This means more comfort for more customers.
this one-of-a-kind aircraft will operate routes to and from Chicago coming soon, with New York, Newark to follow. We're looking forward to welcoming you.
And your bags on board soon.
That was truly an amazing video showcasing the new CRJ 550. Other airlines do use the CRJ 700 chassis, like this, but it's unfortunate that they put 75 seats on their aircraft instead of United's comfortable 50. I boarded my flight and got my first look at what first class looks like on a 36-minute flight up to New York. Once again, this flight is operated by GoJet Airlines. They solely fly just for United and only this aircraft. As I walk to my seat, you can see the cockpit of the CRJ 700 or CRJ 550, they're the same, and the snack bar, which we'll show you later. Here is my plush Recaro seat for today's flight, showcasing United's new interior with their new leather design. Unfortunately, on these regional planes, they do not have screens, but you can stream all movies and TV shows on the same as other United aircraft on your own device. It's a bring your device streaming service. Before we take off, let me show you this beautiful cockpit of this 14-year-old aircraft. It was remodeled and its name was changed to the CRJ 550 as the weight was different, but it still is based off of an older aircraft. As I step in the back of this plane, I'm going to show you United's new regional seating configuration on this aircraft. There are 50 seats on this regular 70-seat plane, showcasing 20 of the new United Economy Plus seats and 20 of the standard economy seats for United. They have storage lockers for all of your roller carry-on bags on this regional jet because most regional jets do not have the space for all your carry-on bags. You usually have to gate check them. And since this was such a small flight, they didn't have any snacks in the snack bar except some yogurt in the fridge, and the rest was handed out to you during the flight. The boarding door was closed, so it's time to look at the safety card of the brand new CRJ 550 on United Express. There is significant legroom on this aircraft, about, I believe, 45 to 50 inches, a lot more than other regional aircraft like the Embraer 175, and a lot of recline. If I do not look happy in the scene, it's because I was very sick this day.
We've already met Kristen. She's going to take real great care of you. Please listen to all of her instructions, though, as she does a safety briefing, because her job is primarily for your safety, but she will take great care of you. It's going to be 33 minutes once we're in the air over to Newark. It is raining right now, and we're expecting a little bit of bumps leaving the DC area. We'll do our best to get the seatbelt sign off, but it might be a bumpy ride for the quick flight over to Newark this afternoon, so we appreciate your patience with that. Once we get there, though, mostly sunny skies and 60 degrees. Thank you for joining us this morning, and welcome aboard.
I do love the choice of having a plate that says United First Class. Really fancy. And I thought this shot was amazing of an American Airlines A320 landing right in front of the Washington Monument. On this aircraft, they do not have the standard universal plugs. Instead, they're going more sleek and modern with a regular USB and one USB-C. Standard lights and air conditioning. The boarding door was closed, and the seat was medium plush, not as plush as Alaska, but still, this seat is not broken in yet since it is a new aircraft. Without further ado, let's get taxiing to the runway. But the pilot did mention in his announcement that there would be little turbulence, and there was not just little, there was horrendous, lots of turbulence. They served the drinks after we landed. Pretty funny. There was even such turbulence that when I was in the bathroom, I had to put my back against the wall or I would have been seriously hurt. I probably shouldn't have done that. It was pretty bad, and I almost got a concussion, so that's fun. If you ever feel that the takeoffs or landings are hard or aggressive here at Reagan National Airport, it is because they have to stay out of the restricted airspace of the White House and the Washington Monument. Their flight path is strictly over the Potomac River. You couldn't really see much out of the window on this flight. On top of the crazy storms, there was lots of turbulence. Again, this is completely experimental. I think economy is fine for flights under 6 hours. Anything more than that, it's fine. It's just not as comfortable. But anything under 6 hours, business or first class, is completely not necessary. No perks to first class on these flights. You might get some glassware and a snack, but that's really it, if you're asking me to be honest. Here is some of the crazy turbulence that I caught on camera. Unfortunately, the hardest parts, not right there, I wasn't able to catch on camera, since we were thrashing around and my phone and my camera got stuck in between the seat. The bathroom on this CRJ 550 is very new, very clean, and very spacious compared to some transcontinental planes. It was also very modern, being a completely contactless if you wanted. But if you wanted more water flow, please, just push the button. Here's a picture of me. I had to sit down in economy for a good 15 minutes out of the 30-minute flight due to the severe turbulence. I was stuck in the bathroom, and they had to help unlock the door and get me out, which was just fine. One of the passengers in the back was super cooperative and just helped me shove the door open. United does have an interesting offering on their app on top of the streaming. They do, as you know, I'm an aviation nut, they have a built-in mobile flight simulator. So of course, I had to showcase that here in this video. They have only the 787, with many approach patterns and scenarios. I just did the final landing into San Francisco International. Now, let's hit it with Swiss 001. Before we landed, they served light snacks. I just went with a banana and the sea salt and cracked black pepper chips. The skies started to get more sunny above the New York skyline as we came in for landing in Newark. Truly beautiful landing here in Newark, especially as our pilot was only 23 years old, getting hours on this regional plane in hopes to transfer to a big international jet. I did fly this exact route on my stream the moment I got back to LA, so of course, I have to show you my landing side by side with theirs. Again, I think that was one of my smoothest landings in the simulator in this exact plane. Again, Microsoft Flight Simulator and X-Plane are ultra realistic, especially when you have a training approved setup like I do. I am going to be doing a video on my setup with affiliate links very soon. I want to give a shout out to the amazing crew on this flight today. The two pilots, the ground crew, and the amazing FA flight attendant in the cabin that let me get a lot of shots, B-roll, and all of the information on this aircraft for my video today. Very cooperative group. We pulled into United's one of 3 terminals here at Newark, as it's one of their new biggest hubs. This plane goes back and forth every hour to Newark. They call it the Washington, D.C. shuttle. And thank you so much to the crew for giving me some wings on my way off the plane.
Thanks so much, and have a good day.
United is part of the Star Alliance Agency for Aviation, meaning you can use miles on United and gain miles on United on over 14 different global airlines. And there's our pilot that was getting hours for his upgrade to captain on today's flight. On my way off this aircraft, United showcases how they want to be a carbon negative airline, showcasing a hydrogen-powered / electric hybrid plane with 4 propellers, taking over routes like this one between Washington, D.C. and New York, which are more friendly to the environment. And there's our beautiful aircraft that was in today's flight. Baggage claim number 8 was reserved for this flight, as also one from Los Angeles, California. For some reason, there were a few pigeons watching the bags come out onto the carousel inside of the Newark terminal. I made my way outside into New York City and got ready for the final show of Phantom of the Opera. Check out our next video, coast to coast in an A321, in the More to Love Alaska Airlines plane. There's the Phantom chandelier rising during intermission for one of the last times. And quickly before we leave, I want to thank Artified.co for sponsoring this video for all of your graphic designing, animation, and art needs. Shout out to @Artified.co on Instagram. Please like and subscribe to Chez Aviation for more first-class reviews and aviation content like this. I hope to see you guys all again soon.